Most people live life on autopilot, following routines, expectations, and obligations without questioning whether they are on the right path. They settle into jobs, relationships, and lifestyles that feel safe, often without considering if those choices align with their true desires. But life is not something that just happens to you. It is something you can design with intention. Just like an architect creates a blueprint before constructing a building, or a designer carefully crafts a product for maximum impact, you have the power to shape your future with purpose. Design thinking is a revolutionary approach used by the most creative minds in the world to solve problems, drive innovation, and create extraordinary solutions. The best part is that these same principles can be applied to your life. Instead of being trapped in uncertainty or fearing the wrong decision, you can embrace a structured way of thinking that helps you make better choices, adapt to challenges, and ultimately create a life of fulfillment and meaning. If you want to take control of your life, start by taking action now. Like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to Beyond Vision Mindset. Your engagement helps us continue bringing you powerful insights that transform the way you think and live. Let's get started. 1. Accept that there's no single right path. One of the biggest misconceptions about life is that there is only one correct path. Many people believe that if they make the wrong choice, whether in their career, relationships, or personal goals, they will end up trapped in a life of regret. This kind of thinking creates unnecessary pressure and fear, often leading to hesitation, self-doubt, and inaction. But the truth is, life is not a straight road with one fixed direction. It is an evolving journey filled with multiple opportunities, detours, and choices that all contribute to growth. Highly successful individuals understand this concept. They don't obsess over finding the perfect decision. Instead, they focus on taking action, learning from experiences, and refining their path along the way. The key to designing the life you want is not about making one flawless decision, but about continuously adapting and improving through trial and error. Every choice provides valuable feedback. If something doesn't work out, you adjust. If an opportunity sparks excitement, you explore it further. Growth happens through movement, not overthinking. Think of life as a design process. When designers create a new product, they don't expect it to be perfect on the first attempt. They build prototypes, test different models, gather feedback, and refine the design until they get the best result. Your life should be approached the same way. Instead of searching for the perfect path, start experimenting with different interests, opportunities, and experiences. Each step you take, even if it's uncertain, brings clarity and progress. Waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan will only keep you stuck. The reality is that no single decision will make or break your future. What truly matters is your ability to take action, learn from mistakes, and keep moving forward. Let go of the idea that you need absolute certainty before making a decision. Instead, embrace the process of exploration, knowing that every path you take, even the unexpected ones, will contribute to your growth and lead you closer to a fulfilling life. 2. Reframe your problems to create better solutions. Most people get stuck in life because they focus too much on their problems instead of shifting their perspective to find solutions. They believe their obstacles define them, allowing challenges to become barriers rather than opportunities for growth. But successful designers don't see problems as roadblocks, they see them as puzzles waiting to be solved. This is where the power of reframing comes in. Reframing means changing the way you look at a situation so you can approach it from a different angle. When you reframe a problem, You stop seeing it as an unsolvable issue and instead turn it into a question that opens up new possibilities. For example, instead of saying, "I don't know what career path to choose," you can reframe it as, "What small experiments can I try to explore different career options?" Instead of thinking, "I feel stuck in my current situation," ask yourself, "What actions can I take today to create more opportunities?" This shift in thinking is crucial because it moves you from a place of frustration to a mindset of curiosity and action. Every great invention, business, or breakthrough in history started with someone reframing a challenge in a new way. When Thomas Edison was inventing the light bulb, he didn't see his failed attempts as proof that he couldn't succeed. Instead, he reframed each failure as a step toward discovering what didn't work, which eventually led to success. One of the biggest areas where people struggle is feeling like they are stuck in a situation with no way out. They believe they are limited by their circumstances, background, or past mistakes. But if you adopt a designer's mindset, you'll realize that nothing is set in stone. The life you have now is simply a draft. It can be redesigned at any moment. The key is to start asking better questions. A powerful way to practice reframing is to look at a problem and write down multiple ways to see it differently. If you feel stuck in your job, instead of thinking, "I'm trapped in this career," reframe it as, "What skills can I build that will help me transition to something better?" If you're struggling with motivation, instead of saying, "I'm just not disciplined," reframe it as, "What systems can I create to make discipline easier?" The way you frame your problems determines the solutions you find. If you believe there's no way forward, you won't look for one. But if you train yourself to reframe obstacles as opportunities for growth, you'll start seeing paths you never noticed before. Life is not about avoiding problems. It's about learning to see them from new angles so you can create better solutions. 3. Prototype your life through small experiments. Most people make the mistake of thinking they have to plan every detail of their future before taking action. They believe they need a perfect roadmap, a guaranteed outcome, or a crystal clear vision before making any changes. But the truth is, life doesn't work that way. Just like in design, the best way to create the life you want is by prototyping, testing small experiments to see what works and what doesn't. A prototype is a small, low-risk version of something you want to build. In product design, companies don't launch fully developed ideas right away. Instead, they test early versions, gather feedback, and make improvements. The same approach applies to life. Instead of waiting for certainty, start testing different experiences in small, manageable ways. If you're unsure about a career change, don't quit your job immediately, prototype it. Shadow someone in that field, take on a freelance project, or enroll in a short course to see if you actually enjoy it. If you want to start a business, don't invest all your savings up front, prototype it. Test your idea with a small group, create a basic version of your product, or offer your service to a few people and refine it as you go. If you're trying to improve your health, don't overhaul your entire routine overnight, prototype it. Try waking up 30 minutes earlier, drinking more water, or replacing one unhealthy meal a day. The key is to take action in small, low-risk ways that give you real-world feedback. Thinking about something for months won't give you clarity, but taking small steps will. Many people spend years stuck in analysis paralysis, afraid to move forward because they don't have all the answers. But the only way to find the right path is by testing different options. Prototyping also helps you overcome fear. When you see change as a series of small experiments rather than a massive, irreversible decision, it becomes less intimidating. You don't have to commit to something permanently, you just have to try it and see how it feels. If it doesn't work, you learn and adjust. If it does, you build momentum. One of the biggest benefits of prototyping is that it reveals what truly aligns with you. Many people chase dreams that aren't actually their own, only to realize later that they don't enjoy what they thought they wanted. By testing different paths early, you save yourself from investing time and energy into something that doesn't fit. The biggest mistake you can make is waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. The only way to create the life you want is by taking small steps today. Experiment, explore, and adjust as you go. Every step forward gives you more clarity, confidence, and direction. 4. Follow your energy, not just your passion. One of the most misleading pieces of advice people hear is to follow your passion. While it sounds inspiring, it often leads to frustration. Passion alone is not enough to build a meaningful and fulfilling life. The reality is, passion can fade, interests can change, and sometimes, people don't even know what the true passion is. Instead of chasing passion, focus on following your energy. Energy is a much more reliable guide to designing your life. It's about paying attention to what naturally excites, engages, and sustains you. What are the activities that make time fly? What types of work leave you feeling more energized rather than drained? What conversations spark your curiosity? Instead of asking, "What am I passionate about?" start asking, "What gives me energy?" When you follow your energy, you begin to notice patterns. Maybe you feel alive when solving problems, leading discussions, or creating something from scratch. Maybe you get a rush from teaching, writing, or organizing ideas. These energy signals are clues to what you should focus on. The problem with passion is that it's often tied to a single, specific outcome. People think they have to find their passion, as if it's a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. But passion isn't something you find, it's something you build through action and exploration. Many of the most successful people didn't start with a clear passion. They followed their energy, experimented with different paths, and developed passion along the way. Another reason following your energy is important is because passion alone can lead to burnout. If you're passionate about something but it constantly drains you, it's not sustainable. But if an activity fuels your energy and keeps you engaged, it's a strong sign you're on the right path. True fulfillment comes from doing things that align with your natural rhythms, strengths, and curiosity. To apply this principle, start keeping track of what energizes you versus what drains you. Pay attention to moments when you feel fully present, excited, or in flow. When do you feel at your best? What types of projects make you lose track of time? When do you feel most alive? These are your energy signals, and they point you toward the work and lifestyle that will bring you the most fulfillment. The goal isn't just to find what you love, it's to design a life where you spend more time doing things that energize you. This doesn't mean you'll always feel motivated or that every task will be exciting. But if you structure your life around your energy rather than chasing an abstract idea of passion, you'll create a life that is both meaningful and sustainable. 5. Prototype your future. Take small steps, not giant leaps. Many people get stuck in the trap of thinking they need to make huge, life-altering decisions to create the life they want. They believe they have to quit their job, move to a new city, or completely reinvent themselves in order to be successful. But that kind of all-or-nothing thinking often leads to fear, hesitation, and inaction. The truth is, you don't need to make a massive leap. You need to start small by prototyping your future. Prototyping is a key principle in design thinking. When designers create a new product, they don't spend years planning and then launch the final version all at once. Instead, they build small, low-risk prototypes to test different ideas, get feedback, and refine their approach before fully committing. You can apply the same mindset to designing your life. Instead of making overwhelming changes, take small, manageable steps that allow you to explore different possibilities. Let's say you're considering a career change. Instead of quitting your job immediately, start by prototyping. Talk to people in the field you're interested in. Take an online course. Do a side project. Volunteer or shadow someone to see what the work is really like. These small experiments give you insight without the risk of major failure. You're not making a permanent decision, you're testing different options to see what fits. Prototyping also helps you overcome fear and perfectionism. Many people wait for the perfect time or the perfect plan before taking action. But there's no perfect time, and waiting only leads to stagnation. The best way to make progress is to take action, gather data from real experience, and adjust as you go. Each small step gives you clarity, confidence, and momentum. Another benefit of prototyping is that it allows you to refine your vision. Sometimes, what you think you want isn't actually what you want once you try it. Maybe you dream of starting a business, but after freelancing for a few months, you realize you prefer working in a structured environment. Maybe you think you want to move abroad, but after traveling for a while, you find that you value stability more than adventure. Testing ideas in small ways helps you avoid big mistakes and design a life that truly fits you. To start prototyping your future, identify an area of your life where you feel stuck or uncertain. Then, come up with small experiments you can do to explore your options. If you're interested in a new skill, take a beginner's class. If you're thinking about a career shift, reach out to someone in the industry. If you want to improve your health, test one simple habit instead of trying to overhaul everything at once. The key is to take action before you have all the answers. You don't need to see the entire path ahead, you just need to take the next step. Each small experiment brings you closer to clarity and helps you refine your direction. Designing the life you want isn't about taking one giant leap. It's about making continuous, intentional progress. Conclusion. Designing the life you want isn't about waiting for the perfect opportunity or making drastic, risky decisions all at once. It's about applying the principles of design thinking, reframing problems, exploring different possibilities, testing ideas, and taking intentional action. When you understand that your life is a process of continuous improvement, not a single, fixed destination, you free yourself from the pressure of getting everything right the first time. By applying these 5 steps, accepting that there's no one right path, rethinking your approach to problems, building a support system, taking action instead of overthinking, and prototyping your future, you create a life of growth, fulfillment, and purpose. You stop feeling stuck and start feeling empowered to shape your reality. Instead of passively accepting what life hands you, you become the designer of your own destiny. But remember, designing your life isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Every small step you take, every lesson you learn, and every experiment you try moves you closer to the life you envision. The key is to take action now. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Start where you are and build from there. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Beyond Vision Mindset. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, and let us know in the comments, what's one small step you'll take today to start designing the life you want. Keep pushing forward, keep refining your path, and remember, you have the power to create a future that excites and fulfills you. See you in the next video.